Why would a guy not date you? What are your red flags? Let's say your top two. Like, what are the top two things where a guy would be like, no, I don't think so. Let's play that little game here. Whoever wants to start. All just perfect angels on the panel. Huh?
Well, no, I
The
would
silence
say
is deathly.
somebody didn't want to date me once because I didn't want to send nudes. I'm not sure if that's a red
Well,
flag or not.
let's do
But
this. I want it. This is about self-evaluation. This
okay.
is your own honest opinion of yourself, not why somebody wouldn't date you in the past. So what's maybe the red flag that you have where you're like, all right, yeah, I can see why somebody wouldn't want to date me because of this.
Maybe I'm too sensitive. I have been told before that I'm too sensitive, and what's this I'm looking for? Dang, I can't remember. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll let somebody else go first, and I'll figure it out. I'll remember.
Brooklyn, what's your red flag?
I'd say the same. Like, I'm very like a sensitive, emotional person. Like, if you make like a joke about me, like, let's just say you joke about my weight, like, I'm not gonna take it lightly. Like, I'm gonna.
So you're hard to joke around with.
No.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's hard to joke around and be silly. You take stuff seriously.
Yeah. Like if you make a joke like about my weight, then yeah, I'm gonna like just for example.
Well, that's a really specific thing, right? But like, you mean in general, do you think you take things, do you think you're too sensitive in regards to a lot of things or just very few sensitive things?
It's just like if you like insult me, but I think everyone is just, my opinion, I feel like everyone's like that.
Well, I think that's normal, right? Like nobody wants to be insulted.
Yeah, like, but like as a joke, but like I wouldn't take it lightly. Like especially if it was like my partner, like, because I like talk to people who would be like, oh my gosh, like I don't know, I can't even think of an example right now, but like I just like won't talk to them for the rest of the day because I need like time to myself. Like I'm just like way too emotional.
Too emotional. Okay. Luna?
I'm trying to think back to like actual times of like rejection and I can recall being rejected for I guess being too clingy, but I think that was like,
is that an assessment that you agree with? See, what I'm trying to do here again, I want these to be like I'm trying to get some introspection here. I'm trying to get like if you're interviewing for a job and they're like, what's your greatest weakness? You wouldn't say, well, somebody told me what you want. Like I'm looking for like, what's an introspective negative trait or red flag that you think you have about yourself? Why a guy would be like, no, thanks.
Okay, I would say like maybe I have a lot of baggage, like trauma baggage. Like that can be a huge can of worms. It can be hard to communicate and stuff that way.
Family issues, past relationships, what?
I'm sorry, you cut out. I couldn't hear you.
So I was just curious, like family issues, past relationship issues, like what's kind of the source?
Like past family stuff that can still affect me now. I was trying to think. Okay. One thing that apparently a lot of people like I've had issue with in the past is like if I am bringing up something that I don't like that my partner did, I think I can be pretty harsh and like not very like I try to be considerate of their feelings, but it doesn't always succeed.
Okay.
Like if
so you kind of lash out.
Well, it's more of a different perspective from my perspective. We are just having a simple conversation about the topic, but to them, I'm attacking them and I'm calling them out and making them feel bad, where I'm simply saying, hey, this is something that happened that I don't exactly appreciate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anna, what about you? Why should men not date you?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't know. I guess I've never really been on many dates, so I like even in high school, I never went on a date in high school. So I've never really had my red flags pointed out to me.
Okay.
And I guess
do you think you have a good grasp on what men want from women in relationships? Like what kind of women that men look for?
I think everybody's different, and it's just about finding the person that's right for you and the person that matches your morals and your values. I don't think it's like the same for every person. I think it's different.
But biologically, right, there are certain things that draw women to men. I mean, there's certain things that make you find certain men attractive that you don't even know. Like you find, I'm sure there are Hollywood actors or particular athletes or high status men out there that you see in the public eye that you find attractive, even though you don't know anything about them beyond what you see on the screen or in the public eye,
No.
right? There's nobody out there. You don't have a celebrity crush or anything.
Not really, no. I mean, I
Come
don't even.
on, Anna.
I really don't. It would
Okay.
be like fictional people from books, but like not a person that
Okay,
like
let's
I can
start
actually
there.
see.
So, okay, give me an example. What are we talking about? Christian Grey here? Who are we talking about?
I like the only books I really read are like old classic books, like mystery books.
Harry Potter.
But
no, I'm kidding.
no,
joking.
I haven't
Please
read
go
that.
ahead. Yeah.
But I like.
Okay. Go on.
I've
Like,
read,
what is it about these male characters? Like, what are the traits? How do they write them that you're like, all right, this is like the guy?
I mean, when I was younger, I read a lot of the Boxcar Children books, and I mean, that was like a long time ago. Like they were kids.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if you know those books, but like
I've read them.
I
Yeah, I know the
learned.
Boxcar Children.
I've read every single book from that series, and just the fact that all of them were so hardworking. I think Henry from the Boxcar Children books, that was my childhood crush.
Okay.
Just because
Hardworking, resourceful. He was a leader. He could get things done.
Well,
He
they were
didn't
all
ask for
leaders.
permission. Yeah. But he was the oldest, right? Like he was the leader. He was the head of he was the head. You know, he was the ultimate. He was the first guy. He was the hero in that story. I mean, yeah, they all played a part, right? But he was the oldest, and he kind of said, "Hey, this is what we're going to do." He took that initiative, and they all looked up to him for being the oldest. He was the man of status in the boxcar. No,
I think they all worked together, and they all had different skills that helped them get the job done and help solve the mystery.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Veronica, what's your red flags?
I was trying to really while everyone was talking, I was trying to go very deep. Maybe because I am too intellectual or I rationalize everything. And also because I like to, or I am very demanding with a guy to have what he wants clear. Like, do you have goals? Are you ambitious? Like, I am because I have that and I have everything kind of defined of what I want. So I would like to match with that. So all of the times that I wasn't able to match with the guy was because like he didn't have those defined, you know?
But that's a red flag in him, though. You didn't like him because he had a red flag.
Maybe I'm too strict with that. I'm just trying to think like maybe I'm too strict with that.
Too strict with your standards, maybe?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Now we're going to start like the standards, not necessarily like strict with like discipline and goals.
Well, let's go the reverse then. Let's name like the top 3 things that you need a guy to have in a relationship if you're going to consider, taking him seriously. So you said ambitious. What else? Have a plan.
Kind and want to have a family. All of those.
Want to have kids. If he already has kids, is that a problem?
Yeah.
Okay. So no previous kids. Okay. So ambitious, kind, want to have kids. Okay. Anna, what are the 3 things that you look at? The hardworking. Yeah, got that one. We're just going to go in the same reverse order. So basically Henry from the Boxcar Children. No, go ahead.
No, that was a long time ago. Well, probably kindness, compassion. I love someone who's really compassionate and wants to do like volunteer work with me.
Okay.
and someone that's just my best friend, which is what I have. Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you say best friend, what do you mean by that? You guys do everything together? I mean, because I was never a big fan of, like, I was never a big fan of this is my best friend. You know, he and I or she and I are best friends. Like, this is my woman. This is my lady. This is my girl. This is my wife. This is my, like, my chick. Like, these are, like, it's a very, like, I have friends that I do things with. Like, I have male friends. Like, I have friends. Like, the word friend to me, even best friend, is platonic. Like, I wouldn't call a girl that I'm dating or my girl or whoever, because there's always a romantic undertone behind that. You know, I'm curious, like, what
I
about,
feel like
you know,
when
what does
we
that mean?
say that, we mean that we can tell each other everything, that we can confide, we can do things together, you know, like I guess that somebody that will be understanding, caring, like I feel like that's kind of like what we associate it to.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.